There wouldn't be many goals and Hearts wouldn't lose. But it's been a different story this season, with Hibs winning both previous encounters. Tonight, Alex Millar's side had the chance to move a little closer to Rangers, the runaway leaders, while Hearts' recent good form has raised Tynecastle hopes of a European place. Commentary on another stirring derby occasion from Jock Brown.
Craig Levein returns to the Hearts team after completing his 10-match suspension. Manager Tommy McLean didn't have to make a decision about recalling him to his defence. The ankle injury to Neil Berry ruled him out and allowed the club skipper to return. Otherwise, there's no change from his side, which beat Dundee United on Saturday, which means Brian Hamilton will play in his first Edinburgh derby for Hearts after 5.5 years as a Hibs player. It's his 4th match for his new club, and he's still to experience defeat after 2 wins and a draw. For Hibs, Mickey Weir returns to start only his 5th match of the season, 2 days after his 29th birthday. And that's the significant change in the Hibs lineup from the sides which drew at Fir Park on Friday. Weir puts an even more attacking complexion on the team, replacing David Farrell, who's on the bench with Billy Findlay. And happily for Hibs, top scorer Michael O'Neill has shrugged off a foot injury sustained against Motherwell to take his usual place in the side, an attempt to add to his impressive tally of 12 goals so far this season from midfield. And the referee this evening, Mr. Andrew Waddle from the capital city of Edinburgh. So the Hearts side start the match looking for their first victory in Edinburgh derby this season in their 3rd attempt. Hibs winning both matches so far, and that after a very lengthy spell of defeats against their Edinburgh rivals. So confidence surging through the Hibs ranks now in this fixture. Confidence which was lacking for so long. Keith Wright, the victim of that challenge from Colin Millar. And the free kick goes to Hibs early in the match. Alec Millar there, Jockey Scott on the left, Martin Ferguson on the right. Keith Wright under severe pressure there from Levein. The last touch came off right, says the linesman. Hearts have the throw. Here's John Robertson. Good cross. No one on the far post. A troublesome that for Leighton, leaving Mitchell with no option to play that out, but Robertson did well on the left there. Here's Hamilton. Back now with Jimison, another ex-Hibs player. Willie Jimison started his career as a Hibs player and a striker. That's Hagan. Tremendous effort there from David Hagan. Getting the top of the crossbar with Jim Leighton scrambling in goal. Well, David Hagan here cutting inside onto that very good left foot, looking for his 2nd goal in Hearts colours. And Leighton was certainly struggling. Jackson coming off the front there, and a good run on the far side made by McGinley, read extremely well by Mcpherson. Well, Dave Mcpherson launching that into the stand there. A lot of Hibs supporters in that corner of the field. Weir on the right, McGinley and O'Neill in the centre, McAllister on the left, supporting Wright and Jackson up front. Here's O'Neill. Good run made by Weir. That's great play by Mickey Weir. All that was lacking was the finish. He really was superbly picked out here by Michael O'Neill. It's a great pass this. He looked up, assessed the position, picked out Weir on the run, and that was a chance all right. McGinley playing it along. Bet was in the way. Bet again. Hamilton's pass. It's all very untidy at the moment. Another good tackle made by Frail. Hearts with 5 in midfield. Millar to Robertson, back to Frail. Breaks wide for Hagan. This is promising for Hearts. Robertson. Chance on for Hamilton. Blocked by Jim Leighton. Almost a remarkable return for Brian Hamilton to Edinburgh derby. It's a great chance to open the scoring. Jim Leighton made the save. Good play here by David Hagan. He picked out the pass for John Robertson. His ball left Hamilton in lots of space, but what a good save it was from Leighton. Disappointment there for Hamilton. It would have been a hero for the Hearts supporters. And it's scrambled away again off the post from John Robertson after Mcpherson's header. Jim Leighton surviving here. A very tough spell in the match for Hibs. Well, the corner kick was orthodox enough. Dave Mcpherson does so well, you're getting a head flick on. Look at the part then played by Robertson. It came off the post. And a good reaction save from Leighton. This is O'Neill. And now Hunter. Millar. Run made by Jackson, picked out well by Millar. This is McGinley. Jackson again. Keith Wright's return pass. There's Wright. Brought back to him from Mcpherson. He looks very, very sharp. Good play this, the front two combining well here. Jackson to Wright, the return pass. Came back from Mcpherson. The wrong foot there for Keith Wright, the right foot. Mitchell to O'Neill, to McAllister. Intricate, close passing there by Hibs. Not making a lot of progress though. Braille forcing it forward. Hagan couldn't control it. David Hagan enjoying this spell in the Hearts first team. Now Levine. Good running by Colin Millar. Faced by Willie Millar. Here's Robertson. Back to Betts. That's well hit. And very well saved too by Jim Leighton. Ryan Hamilton ready to put pressure on him. Robertson holding the play up, reacting to the call from Bed, who kept that down very well indeed. Well won there by Mcpherson, and the shot from McGinley blocked. Well, Hibs trying to build up the pressure again. They've come back very well indeed in this first half. Here's McGinley, driving for the byline. Good goalkeeping by Nelson. Well, both goalkeepers distinguishing themselves. Pat McGinley, though, looking very much in the mood. Look at the way he drives forward here, sees the gap, goes past Jim Berry, checks out of a rash tackle, pulls it across the face of goal. Hunter's header, and he's been penalised. Well, I think he was conned a little by the movement of Robertson. Fell for that. Very experienced little striker, John Robertson. And he has a lot of dig in his right foot. He may fancy this one, wind assisted. No, leading into Colin Millar, who also can deliver a shot with lots of power. And he did! Terrific effort there by Colin Millar, and Jim Leighton makes another excellent save. Just look at the power in this. Thundered past the wall. Jim Leighton did just enough. Well, Colin Millar has settled very well at Tynecastle. Leighton being buffeted there by Hearts players inside the area. Well, a lot of people think referees are very kind to goalkeepers here. And maybe he was there. Not a lot in that. Hagan gets the break of the ball. He has Jimison in space. Colin Millar's been a good run, followed by Mickey Weir. So the touch there by Mickey Weir gives the corner kick to Hearts. Levine and Mcpherson go forward. Willie Jimison is also there. There's trouble for Leighton. The goal to Hearts. Dave Mcpherson going to touch. Well, these cross balls have been causing problems all night. A magnificent corner kick that by Jim Bett, hanging in the wind there. And Mcpherson gives the slightest of touches. Hearts have taken the lead. Just 7 minutes from half-time. And Dave Mcpherson gets his first goal since returning to Hearts. See it again. 6 feet 3 inches tall, just the slightest of touches. O'Neill's pass across there to Mitchell. Jackson's found space. He also had a challenge coming in from Levine. Here's Hamilton. Holding off Jackson. Finding Millar. Here's Levine again. Here's Colin Millar ahead. Hagan. Confidence surging through the Hearts ranks again. It's Colin Millar. Bet. Back with Mcpherson. Every pass being applauded for the Hearts fans. Frail. Robertson. Frail again. It's won by McGinley. Here's Keith Wright. Jackson to his left. McGinley going straight through the middle. Here's Jackson again. Levine in trouble. Back it comes with a chance on here to McAllister. McAllister again. And still it will not run for Hibs in front of goal. Colin Millar was the defensive hero for Hearts. Jackson's cross. Levine in trouble there, stumbling. Played back to McAllister. One block, then another by Millar. Corner kick won by John Millar. Here's Levine. That's awkward for Nelson. And Stephen Tweed putting him under severe pressure there. Too much pressure, says the referee. Free kick to Hearts. Well, Tweed's determination was perfectly clear there. The ball lofted high in the air there by Hunter. Tweed's arm was up against Nelson, a clear foul. Now Jackson. Across to O'Neill. Mitchell's clear square on the left. That's towards Keith Wright. And awkward that for Mcpherson. The ball holding up in the wind, I think. That was the problem for Dave Mcpherson. He did well here in the end. The ball seemed to stop in mid-air. He had to lean into that. Wanted Craig Nelson to come out and command his 6-yard box, though. So here's Mickey Weir now with this corner kick. It reaches O'Neill. Hustled out of that by Levine. The breakaway on. Hamilton. Couldn't find Frail. Here's Pat McGinley for Hibs. And now McAllister roving inside. Linking with Weir. Weir against Colin Millar. A little bit predictable that from Weir. I think Hibs want to see him going past defenders. Here's Willie Millar. Now Mitchell. Hibs pressing hard for an equaliser before half-time. There's Mickey Weir. Trying to tee that up for Keith Wright. Once again, sneaking in the blind side of the Hearts defence. What a chance this was. Keith Wright didn't expect it. Headed in by Mickey Weir towards Keith Wright. It's the last attack of a thoroughly entertaining first half, in which Dave Mcpherson has given Hearts the lead. The in-swinging corner kick from Jim Bett. He used his physique to get a touch ahead of Jim Leighton. 7 minutes from half-time, and that's the goal which separates the sides. It's Hearts 1, Hibs 0. So no change in either line-up at the start of the second half. Hibs now the benefit of a stiffish breeze behind, which will certainly assist in goal-scoring attempts in front of goal, but not always so helpful in attacking moves. Craig Levine settled in well in the first half of that marking role on Keith Wright. And already Hibs have made one little alteration up front. Keith Wright has gone to the left with Darren Jackson to the right. They were the other way around in the first half. So the marking chores have altered for Hearts as well. Late tackle there by Millar on Jackson. Colin Millar, the culprit. O'Neill flights it in right on top of the goal, and Darren Jackson was absolutely clear in front of goal. A debate going on among the Hearts defenders, but Darren Jackson really could scarcely believe his luck here. Michael O'Neill flighting in the free kick. The defence stopped, waiting for the keeper to come. He didn't, and Darren Jackson will feel he should have scored. That's Hamilton. Mitchell gives him it back. It's a very good ball. Cahun taking on Tweed. Cahun driving into the penalty area, looking for Robertson. A great save by Leighton. A vital touch by the Hibs keeper. An excellent move though from Hearts. Cahun taking on Stephen Tweed, looking up for Robertson, who got a touch on this, broke off him in fact, and it was very well saved by Leighton. Here's Frail, still has Cahun available. A good cross, chance on here for Hagen. Still in play, that's Cahun. And John Millar heads over. Two golden opportunities for Hearts. The second spun by John Millar. There's John Cahun flighting the ball across. It reached Hagen with lots of time to set himself on his good side to the left. He pulled that wide, but then John Millar had a chance with his header. It's Cahun. Now Robertson. Inside is Hamilton. Back with Frail. Now Cahun again. Jimison going for route one. Hunter's header gives the throw to Hearts. Well, Hibs are finding it very difficult indeed to assert themselves in an attacking sense. Here's John Cahun again. Header back finds Millar. Good play again from Hearts. The build-up work was excellent. David Hagen's part was very important indeed. But space here found by Cahun, lofting that in. An excellent header by Hagen. Time there from Millar. The ball wouldn't sit quickly enough for him. This is Wright, now Jackson. Mickey Weir's on the right, he's the target. Wright has gone through the middle with Jackson. And Wright is offside. A good save by Nelson in any event, but Keith Wright, I think, perhaps knew before he met the ball that he'd been flagged off. The wind has certainly dropped a lot in the second half. Certainly has helped the football. Millar to Weir. O'Neill winning that from John Millar. Weir wins it back. Keith Wright couldn't control that under pressure. Mitchell to McAllister. That's well read by Frail. Hibs slightly exposed here as Hearts get men forward. Here's Cahun. Trying to go for placement there. John Millar was in the clear inside him actually. He could have taken a pass. You see Millar there looking for that, just played square to him. Levine gets it back off Jackson. Breaks now into the middle for McAllister. Chance to run at the defence. That's McGinley. Very close indeed. Oh, very difficult that for McGinley. The ball didn't really run kindly for him. It was between his feet there. The pass came from Kevin McAllister, but it was never quite set up right for him. He stabbed it away to the goal. Cahun pulling it down for the benefit of McAllister. It's Tweed. Cross it goes to Farrell. Jackson with Mcpherson. Here's Keith Wright. Jackson again. Now O'Neill. Retained possession well. Struggling with the injury. Willie Millar's cross. Up goes McGinley. This is Keith Wright. And a great save by Nelson. That was outstanding. Well, the referee has given a goal kick. This is quite remarkable. Craig Nelson, I think, will be offended about that because it was the best save of the match so far for me. Willie Millar played this across, a good header on by McGinley. There was Keith Wright, that was in the corner for sure, until Craig Nelson got his fingers to the ball. Willie Millar. A push by Wright, but he was offside anyway. So it's a free kick to Hearts. They've been very well served at the back, Hearts, by these international players like Dave Mcpherson, Craig Levine, and the Canadian international Colin Millar, but Willie Jimison's been very effective too in there, slotting in very comfortably in defence. Colin Millar. That's Cahoon. Now John Millar. Hagen's through the middle. That's for Hagen. He's away from Mitchell. There's John Millar. That will settle it! A deadly finish by John Millar. And the spirited Hibs effort is surely now ended by that goal from Millar. Great ball played by Millar himself for David Hagen. Mitchell appeared to have done the job well. Then Hagen held it up. Knocked it square there for John Millar. And that was rifled home beyond Jim Leighton. And here it is again. It was John Millar's pass which opened up the Hibs defence initially. Graham Mitchell was the covering player. Hagen reacted very quickly indeed. Set up John Millar with his left foot. And that left Leighton without a chance. Hagen fouled from the rear there by Willie Millar. Well, living dangerously here. One more of these and he'll be booked, I'm sure. Still only a couple of minutes remaining. Should be all right. Colin Millar seeing the gap, striding forwards. Well, that was treated with respect by Leighton. Colin Millar had already scored once the winning goal against Motherwell at Fir Park for Hearts, and that was very close to a second. The referee Andrew Waddle has had a look at his linesman. Here's Cahoon and Frail. This may well go back to Mcpherson. And the flag up against David Hagen again. He's been pushing the Hibs defence as far as he can to remain onside at the last ditch, but his timing hasn't been all that it might have been. Here's Jim Leighton with a free kick. It's consolation Hibs are looking for. There's no chance of that. Hearts have won the Edinburgh Derby. John Millar's goal in 83 minutes settled it all in the